Welcome to the Crafter's Corner, the live stream that's all about taking a break from the dreadful horror that is our lives.
The cultists of Great Cthulhu often worship him through depraved and orgiastic voodoo rituals, performed as an indescribably grotesque mass of naked human abnormality, braying, bellowing, and writhing in the moonlight.
That's what we should do.
To make time for creativity and crafting. Whether you're a wargamer, game master, RPG player, model maker, cosplayer, costumer, or creative crafter of any kind, you're welcome here.
And I always confuse Monet and Manet. Now, which one married his mistress?
Monet.
Right, and then Manet had syphilis.
They also painted occasionally.
Maybe you have a few hundred, or maybe a few thousand unpainted miniatures laying around your house. Now would be a great time to pick them up, grab a paintbrush, and a few bottles of paint. Let's get those miniatures painted, whether you just need that one perfectly painted miniature for your D&D character, a band of orcs to pit against your PCs, a custom warband for Frostgrave or Mordheim, or even a whole new Warhammer army. Let's get to work on it. And you know what? Now would also be a great time for a glass of your favorite beverage to enjoy while we work.
Captain Kirk, I thought Romulan ale was illegal.
One of the advantages of being 1,000 light years from Federation headquarters.
Or maybe you need some terrain for your table. No problem. Now would be a great time for cutting foam, flocking bases, scratch building something cool, and just painting something awesome. Not only will we have a good time here, but it just might make your next game night that much better.
To do this, we are going to need a greenstone idol of Cthulhu.
Yes, Ben, you may speak.
I can make it. I majored in art for a semester.
That's great, Ben. No special skills are necessary here, as long as we're having fun. That's all that matters. Maybe you've got a model that you want to build. Maybe there's a model of the Starship Enterprise or of a Klingon warbird that's still sitting in its box. Well, now would be a great time to open it up and see what it would take to get it done. Have you poured your drink yet?
What's that? This, my friend, is a pint. It comes in pints?
Oh. I can get you one.
What about cosplay? Need some extra time to work on your next great costume? Now is the time to break out the sewing machine, the fabric, the thread, crafting foam, and maybe even some Warbla. That all sounds great to me. Let's see what we can create.
The human spider. I don't care.
So grab your paints, brushes, thread, crafting foam, fabric, or whatever it might be that you need to create what you want to have for your next game session or your next convention, or maybe just what you need to have a little bit of fun tonight doing something creative. Come on in for a bit of fellowship and camaraderie, because now it's time for the Crafter's Corner. Let's make something great.
My transformation into a deep one has finally begun. Father Dagon be praised.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Crafter's Corner. It's so good to see you. I am trying out, or continuing to try to get the tech worked out for this live stream. So you should be able to hear me right now. I hope, because this is pretty much the standard way right here. But I'm about to ask here if you can hear me if I switch over and do this. Testing, testing, testing. Can you hear me now? I'll post that in the comments. Can you hear me now? Now that I switched over, can you hear anything? Or am I muted? I've been working with this for 2 hours. You can hear me? Okay, all right. Oh, good. Because I've been working for this for 2 hours and I could not get it figured out. And then literally about 3 minutes before I got started, I realized there may be one setting I still had to switch. Okay, now, if you can hear me, I'm about to go over this other camera and you can see if you can hear me now. I went to no sound. Okay, so when I go over to that camera, you can't hear me? Oh, and I thought I was right. You couldn't hear me either way last time. Let me see what happened in audio. No sound. Wait, what happened? So if I go over here and I say this, whoop. This is still not, this is not letting me be heard. Oh, I bet I know why. What if I do this? Whoop. Can you hear me now? I was trying to monitor this by a recording, and I just couldn't get it quite figured out. So I guess I'm going with no. You heard that? Okay. So it seems like when I was up just on my camera over here, I wasn't able to be heard. That's really unfortunate. I don't understand why exactly that would be. Okay. Let me think about that just for a moment. So that seems to be so close to working, so close to working. I might have to work with it in more detail in another stream, between another stream. So how was I getting this done last time so that it was working? I was so close because I got OBS working so that you can see the video and play the video and the audio and this. But I think I figured out that I think I might know then why this is muting me when I go solo over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is take this down on OBS for the moment. So auxiliary camera, let's turn that, turn that off. So what are you seeing? Yep, okay, so that's taken down. All right. Then I'll make this a little bit larger and put that down here. This is probably going to be a bit of a workaround. I'm still going to try to get it right, though. But next time, I really spent about 2 hours trying to work on this but while the other show was playing. But now you should be able to hear me. And I bet, see, are you going to be able to hear? Wait, what is my audio settings? I bet you should be able to hear Forbidden Island playing in just a moment. So what we're doing here, I'm trying to work on these HeroQuest miniatures. Let me tell you about what we're doing. I'm trying to get these HeroQuest Frozen Horror miniatures painted up. They are very close to done, and I think they look okay. I've been experimenting with these speed paints from Army Painter, and I've gone through a variety of different steps here. I don't think mine look all that great, especially the first ones I did. I did get 2 more Yetis in, because I thought I had lost a Yeti, and it turns out actually I hadn't. There were only supposed to be 2 Yetis, but I got 2 more Yetis. And so I can paint them because these look like kind of dark Yetis, and I still want to finish them. I haven't finished these Yetis, but these Yetis look kind of dark. And I want to see if I can have some bright white looking fur Yetis by using these other 2. But I don't want to spend a whole lot more time on them. I think that I got better with the speed paints as I got into the mercenaries. And I kind of think these mercenaries look really good. I was doing some research online about how to use these speed paints better. And I had never heard of this slap chop method, but I posted about it in the Discord server. In fact, let me go ahead and post a link to the Discord server. But I had never heard of that, but I was watching a bunch of videos about that. And I was like, oh, it looks like he came up with like the honest hobbyist or something like that. It looks like that he came up with a really good technique for using the speed paints. And I'm just behind the times. I hadn't heard of it. Probably other people have. But I was posting that and seeing some work that people have been doing in the Raven Keep Discord. And I want to use that in another box set of miniatures to paint. Here's the link to the Ravenkeep Discord server. Love to have you. So I'm not, I think that these actually worked just fine. I got the speed paints working just fine to get to a tabletop standard, but I think they can be even better with just as much work or maybe even a little bit less work. So I'm still reserving judgment until I do another box. These guys, the original bad guys, I was not using the speed paints right, and they didn't come out right. And so basically I ended up painting these guys in a very traditional way anyway. They're the honest wargamer. That's exactly what the honest wargamer. That's who I was talking about. I had never seen that video. So I was glad it was sent my way. So that's the technique I'm going to use on the next box set. I'm thinking about using that on the Darkest Dungeon. Like if I pull out Darkest Dungeon, trying to do the slap chop, Chaos Incarna, as he goes by on YouTube, use that for his Frozen Horror set, and he came up with a much better paint scheme for like his ice goblins. I don't really like my ice goblins. There's too much blue. I tried to make their clothes blue and their skin tone blue. He made a white skin tone look so much better. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, he's a Warhammer guy. So I'm going to try out that technique with speed paints next on whatever next box it is that I try to paint. I'm not going to try that on my cultist miniatures over there. I may paint them next, but then maybe Darkest Dungeon or Kingdom Death over there, trying to give that a try. So he may have hit the right solution there. So most of these I'm considering done. And if they're done, I'm going to look at them right over here. And, you know, like I said, they're okay. They're going to be okay tabletop standard miniatures. I think I can push it even better with the speed paints next time. But I'm not going to try to go back and spend a whole lot of time fixing these guys. Most of these guys are done. I'm going to try to work on these Yetis. I'm going to try to work on the bad guys just a little bit. I want to work on their faces because as Chaos Incarna's miniatures showed, a little bit of detail or more detail on the faces really stand out. So I'm going to try to get this set painted up to at least this tabletop standard. Then I'll take pictures of them maybe tomorrow or something like that, post them on Instagram and in the Discord server, and be done with this. Because we're playing HeroQuest tomorrow night for my family's New Year's Eve, because we won't be streaming on Saturday night. Saturday night's the night off, so we won't be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to go play HeroQuest, the Frozen Horror, for the first time with them. That's a set we've never played tomorrow night. So it'd be nice to have the entire set painted up. So, I've got Kingdom Death sitting over here. It's got a bunch of other stuff on it, but man, that is a gigantic box. So we're gonna have to go through that on the morning grind as well and learn how to play, because I've opened it up and looked at it, but basically just opened it up and looked at it because there are a bunch of miniatures and a whole bunch of different sprues to get out, because I'm trying to work on trying to get stuff ready for solo player dinner and a board game. I don't want to do only solo player dinner and a board game, but it's been so long. I want to shoot some dinner and a board game. So the next several weeks of dinner and a board game, once we finish with season 1, the re-edits of season 1 that are coming out, I want to play some solo games, and that's going to take more time because I got to get my tech set up, because I'm going to need OBS. I got to figure out that problem with OBS, and I'm also going to have to clean off this whole desk here, because I'll run the game here and I'll run it live, run like a single player game live. I think I want to do that with Darkest Dungeon, and I want to do that with Kingdom Death. But there are some other games over here. Advanced HeroQuest, I think, can be played solo, but HeroQuest can be played solo. So the first thing we're going to try solo is the Barbarian Quest pack. But yeah, there are a lot of games over here, even Frosthaven and stuff like that. So, all right, so we're going to sit here and watch Forbidden Island, and this was season 1, episode 9 of Dinner and a Board Game, where we played Forbidden Island. And if you haven't played this game, I do recommend it. It's a lightweight game. There's Forbidden Island and there's Forbidden Desert, and both of them are really good. But I kept Forbidden Island in my car for a long time, because whenever we needed just a game to play, because it doesn't take all that long to play, and so I always tried to keep games that didn't take all that long to play in the car. So if ever there was an opportunity to come up and play with friends and family, then it was just there. So I played quite a bit of this, and arguably Forbidden Desert, I got this after Forbidden Island, might be a little bit better. But even there is something that we do wrong in Forbidden Island, but I point that out in the video. But anyway, so we're going to enjoy this game, and I'm going to try to have a finished box of HeroQuest miniatures painted by the time we are done. So it's a short episode, only like 48 minutes. So I'm going to have to burn here and see how far I get. So we'll see if I make it. So let's go. So I should go over here, and you should be able to hear the audio. If you don't hear the audio, let me know. But you should then be able to hear the audio of dinner and a board game. Welcome to Dinner and a Board Game. Tonight we are playing Forbidden Island. Can you hear the audio of adventure and wit? I don't think I am. I don't think I'm supposed to be hearing the audio. Can you hear the audio of Dinner and a Board Game? Let me know. This is all the tech tests. I'm having to use these things called like virtual audio cables to get all of this working and different
welcome to Dinner and a Board Game.
Together.
We're your hosts. I'm Heath.
And I'm Megan.
I can also
and today
stop.
We're having Brianna and Rhea over for a quick game of
Forbidden Island.
People have said it's better if I want to talk to be able to stop.
Light,
I hear it and you. Okay, excellent, excellent. Now I heard that's better if I want to do some commentary or something like that to stop it. And so I have the capability of stopping it as well. But that's great that at least at this moment in this configuration, you can hear both me and it. That's what you're supposed to be able to hear. But I wish that it did that when I went full screen. So, all right, this is still a little bit of a hack, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Puzzle game.
I really like this one.
It's great that I kept it in the car for a long time, just that when there's a game to be played and some time to play it in. This is a really good one. So we figured we'd have him over this afternoon to do some drinks.
He's done.
Just some drinks, a light game.
And see if we can and play this. So we're going to mix up just kind of a variety here because I know with some of the drinks that we've been doing haven't exactly hit the mark for you and some other people. So we just have a couple of 3 different varieties here.
Okay.
I think you're going to like these though.
Okay.
So first we've got the chilled wild turkey right there.
Done.
This one right here is also wild turkey, but it's the American honey version. That one's really, really good. And then also I've got all the things to make
my favorite
margaritas too. So we are going to be able to mix those as well. So between these 3 things, everybody should be able to find out right what. Well, we should definitely have that. But everyone should be able to find something they like.
And
So
what
I'm
else have you got over there?
Well, I've got the special ice cubes.
He's been
too.
so excited about the
Yes,
special
I've been
ice
trying to use these ice cubes for a while. So we've got special ice cubes to go with the drinks. Right. Oh, right on time.
Yeah.
That must be that. All right.
Get him.
Who knocks at the garden gate?
One who has eaten its fruit and tasted its mysteries.
It's Rhea. Come on in. Hey. Whoa. Hold on. Who knocks at the garden gate?
One who has eaten its fruit and tasted its mysteries.
Oh.
I don't think they were expecting me to do that. I think I pulled that stunt on them when they both appeared this time.
It's Brianna after all. Come on in.
Okay.
Give me a weapon.
My name is Rhea Price. I'm a dog groomer and I work for Infinite Black. And I really enjoyed the last game I played here, Zombicide. We won, so it went pretty great. And I'm excited for the next game. It's been a while since I played Forbidden Island, but I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I am Brianna Da Silva. I am a novelist and a filmmaker. I was so thrilled with the results of the last game with how Zombicide went. We were kind of close, but it just felt so good to actually win. Today we're playing another collaborative game from what I hear, and I'm looking forward to that. I think those are really fun to do on the show. So hopefully we'll be as successful with this game as we were with Zombicide last time.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to have Forbidden Island today. And you've had margaritas before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, we're going to mix them tonight with this right here, but I want everybody to sample these over here.
What are these?
Okay, so we got wild turkey right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is straight,
Bourbon
and
whiskey.
then this right here is the one with the honey.
Maybe that's more like it.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, we've had those in the
Exactly.
freezer, so they are nice and cold.
It looks good. I like the sound of honey.
I haven't had this kind of thing before.
I want one of the
Okay.
circular ones.
Now check this out. Right, we've got circular
What is this?
ice cubes.
All right.
Special ice cubes. Oh!
These are the ones I have left to finish.
Check this out.
Oh my god. This is what I need to try and juggle. I'm not.
Oh, you want to
not
juggle
really
the
know
ice
they're
cubes?
gonna melt in my hands and they're gonna go everywhere. But they look like little
Boom.
planets.
Right there.
They got little.
Now, supposedly, this is supposed to the surface area, because you put in a bunch of different ice cubes and things like that. The surface area, this is the ideal surface area to drink.
It'll cool it quicker.
And then
Interesting.
you know it gives a hold. So let's put in one of those right there.
Okay.
Which would you like to try first?
I want to try the honey.
This may be another one of those mistakes because I do want to do bright white Yetis, but I'm thinking that the shade color then, I mean, I primed him in white, and so it could go gray, but I'm thinking I'm going to try blue. This could be a mistake, and then put white over him. We're going to see. This could be a mistake, but I could be messing this up again.
Or wait,
Okay.
well, the regular and then the special one.
I like it. Here you go. And you take.
Not
You can
sure
have
why,
that.
but it is. Please.
I'm like,
It's round. It's like a ball. Where did you get these special ice cubes?
I forget where I got this one. I tell you what, I can drink out of this right here. Oh no! Wait, look.
aha.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to try this one first?
Yeah, let's try the regular.
Okay. We'll toast.
I'm gonna just keep rolling this around.
Oh, mine's frozen.
Oh, mine did
Oh,
too.
oh. Either way, it should be a very different look from this one. Okay, something new, right?
Just something.
Enjoy the wild
new,
trip.
yeah. Oh, it's good. I like it.
I like that one better.
Do you not like it?
I like that one better than whatever was last.
Then cognac.
Yeah.
That's not your thing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you don't want to finish it, you're welcome to pour it in here.
Sure, I will. Ooh, it's really strong though. It's like
Yeah, how much?
Ice. I just had one sip, and I already feel that. That's. Ooh.
I don't lose my ice cream.
Okay.
Has anyone here played this game?
You
Oh,
can smell
you know, I do love.
I'm a big liquor.
Well,
I do love making margaritas. I don't do it all that often, but I have a fantastic margarita recipe that we're going to be talking about here in a moment. And so, you know, I might have to get that together tomorrow night for New Year's Eve. I need to come up with something special for New Year's Eve. And they really do like, especially Megan, the margaritas. So it could be a margarita tonight, tomorrow night again.
I can almost guarantee you that everybody's going to be
Okay. Well, yeah. What do I do with this?
I'm thinking that for some of the solo editions of Dinner on a Board Game, I need to focus on drink preparation. There's some things that I want to drink because I gotta prepare something. So, you know, I maybe I need to practice some bartending flair and try that out for Dinner on a Board Game.
You
I
don't
want
want
to
to
be able
finish
to taste that. Yeah, but that's like a lot. I'm a tiny person here.
Here you go.
There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Hold on to that. Who needs another shot? You want this in a different? You want that in this glass?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Okay. You want a shot?
Oh,
Well,
wait,
you
it
can
should be
always
cold
eat.
though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's cold.
Okay.
You
never
can
mind.
always pour it
Here,
over.
you want a
there.
shot?
Yeah.
Sure. It's really neat watching it.
Okay.
pour
American
over the ice
honey.
cube.
American honey.
And I'll do this.
It's like.
Thick.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. To another new thing. Oh, I like that. I like
Oh,
that.
this is sweet.
It's much better. Cinnamon taste in there?
I like
What's
that.
that cinnamon I'm tasting? Something.
Cinnamon honey.
No.
Yes,
I like that, yeah.
Okay. See, I knew everyone was going to be a fan of that.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll have to keep that around the house. So
Yeah.
when everybody comes over,
I'll
you can
drink
always
that.
go to the American honey wild turkey. Okay. Meanwhile, I will do a shaker of margaritas
Yes.
because why not?
I think he's trying to get us drunk.
For Forbidden Island.
right. We so we can put all of our
Double-fisting right
mental
now.
power
Oh,
to
no.
solve Forbidden Island.
Are you sure this is actually going to make our mental power stronger or weaker?
There's probably an optimal amount. If we're
It
trying
is
to Forbidden
like
Island.
video games.
Who? I don't remember if we tell the infamous margarita story in this episode or not. I don't think we did. Maybe we told it someplace else. But I did have a terrible experience with margaritas one time when I was I wanted to make some margaritas, and they just were not coming out quite right for some reason. You know, I've got my recipe,
and for some reason they were not coming out just right. And it turns out that I had bought pre-mixed margaritas instead of margarita mix. So it was a pre-mixed margarita, and then I was trying to make margaritas with the pre-mixed margaritas. Did not work. And also, when I realized my mistake and that I was actually making like double strength margaritas, and I had drunk a couple of them trying to figure out what was going wrong and why this margarita was not tasting right. It was a bad situation. That was one of the sickest times I have ever been. I have ever been because of alcohol. When I realized, oh my God, I've like quadrupled up on my margarita intake here in the last 45 minutes or something like that. You need salt 4 of them? Or does anybody not want salt?
I would prefer not to have salt.
You want no salt. Okay. Well, then we'll just put it right over here. Salt?
Sure.
Okay.
This becomes a little bit easier to drink because it's melting. So it's
watering it down a little bit.
Well, drink fast.
Cheers. I just love the ice.
No, I don't want it to melt. I want it to go away.
Wait, the UFO man just says, I received the Mage of the Mirror. I bought 2 copies by mistake, and I have the Frozen Horror. I pre-ordered the Mage of the Mirror. I was let know that was coming out. I believe that was Inner Light on the Discord channel, who found that Mage of the Mirror was available for pre-order. So I pre-ordered that. So that's cool. I didn't know they were releasing yet. So you've got it. That's going to be coming in. So that's going to have to be on my list of things to paint here soon too. But I don't have mine yet. So that's really cool. That's really cool. Those are the Frozen Horror and the Mage of the Mirror sets were the 2 that I did not have as a kid. And so I have ordered both of them. So they will be here. And I believe that the Mage of the Mirror has solo elf quests. So that will be more solo board gaming that we can do on the channel. So I'll paint those up when they get here. So that's cool. They're going out. That's really cool. I'm envious that you've already got yours. Of course, I'm behind in painting this one, but that is awesome that you already have yours. It's more gaming than we can do. Oh, we're not playing here. Let me get us going again.
I wanted to be my friend. Have any of you? I'm having a flash. Oh.
Did it break?
Oh. It split in
Whoa! You have hemispheres now.
Oh, well.
How did it do?
I don't know.
Is
It just
it in
did.
half?
It just
Split in half?
Just spontaneously split in half. That's cool.
I'm so interested why that split in half.
It's probably from when it froze. It's like a cheeky thing. I was rolling it around a lot. Maybe try that. See if it'll happen to yours.
No, but I have some kind of split.
And then you shake until it's frost. Maybe those will make good Yetis.
Oh, until then. Okay.
Right. And that way you pack with plenty of ice that you shake, and that way when you get frost on the outside using a metal shaker, then you know that it's cool.
That's something that I probably should do because I have my fingertips out there.
Oh, I need a paper towel.
Last time I was like, it's freezing. I never made margaritas. I made frozen margaritas.
I think
I don't think I've had a frozen.
I have a Margaritaville.
Well, the Margaritaville,
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, I was very disappointed in that.
You were?
I was.
I
when I went there. Well, not
the restaurant.
right,
Okay.
yes. I was very disappointed with the margarita.
Why? Oh, at the margarita.
Yeah, I know. Because how would you not? Anybody painting anything cool tonight, or working on a costume or something like that? Let me know what you're working on. I got in first couple of pieces for some cosplays I want to do. I was posting pictures of that on Instagram and also to the Discord server. So I got in a hat. I got in, well, I put them in there, so they're not around here. But, you know, I'm not exactly a cosplayer, but there are still some that I want to do. I want to try doing some cosplay and then doing some videos where I try to, you know, act as the character and try to actually do the character. So there are a few characters that I want to do. So if I'm going to do the characters, then I got to have the cosplay. So I started collecting a few items of that. So later I might have to do some cosplay stuff. I'm not going to do sewing and stuff like that. I used to be able to sew a long time ago, but
Excuse me. I want to be able to do these cosplays without having to sew. But are you working on a cosplay or painting some miniatures tonight, or what are you working on? Let me know in the chat.
I'm having a margarita. All right, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah.
Well, we probably don't want to be on the road after.
Right, well,
We do not get on the road after.
Not
We
immediately
chill.
after. Take a little
You want
bit of time.
one?
Yes, I love some. Yeah, with the salt.
I'll mix up another shaker here in a minute.
Okay.
But this gets everybody started.
No, wow, that was perfect. They all the exact same amount.
Well, I'll do another shaker here, but we'll toast.
Anymore.
Here you go.
Okay.
All right, to our vast mental power and Forbidden Island.
Which is probably steadily decreasing. That's good though. That's really good. Oh, I like the little bit of lime taste in that. Is that what that is? It's good. All right.
Let's go play a board game.
All right.
All right.
Hello, my name is Megan Pecco. I'm an actor and costumer, and we did really well in Zombicide, which is good. So I'm ready to win another game with Forbidden Island.
I'm Heath Robinson. I'm the co-founder of Infinite Black and the co-creator of Elder Dice and Journey to the Tree of Sorrows. Today I'm having Brianna and Rhea over so we can play a game of Forbidden Island. And we've won this one, we've lost this one. I've had a mixed results with it, so we're going to see what's happening. But coming off the high of winning Zombicide, I think we're going to nail it.
Welcome to Forbidden Island, everyone. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, let's do this. Shall we toast?
Yes.
To
All right,
Ivan,
here
try
we
not
go.
to get salt on this.
We're doing some Indiana Jones kind of thing.
Look, one salt though.
So in this game, we are trying to collect all 4 of the treasures and also escape the island off of Fool's Landing.
And not drown.
We're not drowned. So we get 3 actions on a turn. So Rhea, so everybody should tell what you're playing. What are you playing?
Watching these Dinner and a Board games, even though they're some of the early stuff that we did, you know, the Dinner and a Board game season 1 was the first thing that we as a team over here at Raven Keep came together to do. And I wish we could do more because when I'm watching these, I'm reminded about, first of all, how much fun it is, but then also like how great we were able to work together. So I'm hoping that I'm able to get the team back together to do more this year. It's complicated, but I'm hoping that I'm able to do that because we have so much fun and I think it's so worth it.
I'm the messenger. My special action is I can give treasure cards to a player anywhere on the island for 1 action per card.
And I'm playing the pilot. So once per turn, I can fly to any tile on the island for 1 action.
I'm the engineer. I can shore up 2 tiles for 1 action.
And I am the diver, and I can move through 1 or more adjacent flooded and or missing tiles for 1 action. All right, let's do this.
All right. So, yep. So you are up.
So first all I can do right now is move, right?
Yeah, so you were right there.
So I want to move towards you because I
Towards
have
the cups.
2 blue cups.
Yeah, and it's handy that the 2 cups are over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're red.
Isn't that just 1 action?
That is 1. You get 3 actions.
So I can move 3 times.
You can move 3 times.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll move here.
Maybe
You can go sit on it there.
It's easier for me to get there.
Okay. And I draw 2 treasure cards, which are these, right?
That's right.
And I got a fire and a what is that?
Moonlight
No.
crystal.
Crystal.
Fire crystal. Okay.
And I need to draw flood cards.
Oh, wait. I believe there was something we were supposed to do at the very beginning.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, before that happened, we did. The island does have to start to sink, and sometimes I forget. This is a very important thing not to forget, actually. But we shuffle the flood deck, which we did do, and place it face down the side of the island to form the flood deck.
Yes.
Draw the top 6 cards, 1 at a time, and place them face up next to the draw pile to form the flood discard pile. For each card drawn, flip the corresponding island tile over to its flooded side. So the island is already starting to sink. If you don't do this, the game's significantly easier. We want a challenge. So
Should I start over?
well, that you're gonna move. You just moved. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that will be the move. But yeah, so we do this. So Howling Gardens. So that one's that one. So that one starts to sink right there.
Okay.
The next one The Cliffs of Abandon. That one sinks.
Those are some very forlorn looking cliffs.
The Cave of Embers. The Tidal Palace. So some of the ones we need are already starting to work away. The next one is Phantom Rock.
Right here.
Okay, that one flips over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Misty Marsh.
Right there.
Okay. Does that change what you wanted to do?
Stray says that tonight I'm working on the setting to my Dungeon 23 challenge for 2023. I don't know what that is. I've been seeing that in different places. I need to look that up. So is that like a social media challenge or something like that? Dungeon 23 for something that we're doing in 2023? Oh no, Dungeon 23. Gizmodo says Dungeon 23 is the perfect low pressure writing ritual. Is that what this is? A new craze is sweeping across RPG Twitter, and game designers and players alike are getting in on planning Dungeon 23, a commitment to create a it's a mega dungeon? A commitment to create a mega dungeon in 2023 by creating a new room every single day. The premise is simple, but a blank page can often be the death of creativity. Here's how to get started. Oh. So everybody's creating mega dungeons? The rule isn't to adhere to strict challenges. The goal here is to write a little bit every day to attempt to create something new and to challenge yourself and be creative. Is that what you're doing? Did I get the right thing? That does sound cool. A room every day for 365 days. That would be a massive dungeon. I want to know if that's what you're doing, you got to keep me updated on that. Is anybody else doing that? That sounds cool.
Yes. Because okay, but I'll keep what I draw.
Yeah, we'll say those are what you drew.
Yeah.
But you could go here and choose to shore that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, you short up and flip it over.
Flip it over, right.
Okay. And I need to draw.
So then you draw those two cards.
Oh, so that's exactly what it is.
We are on a
that is cool.
2. Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to draw that one?
So the observatory.
I bet that's something that a lot of the OSR people would be in on.
And then the Bronze Gate.
What mega dungeon is it that I've done?
The Bronze Gate. So I'm on it. What is that?
Nothing. I mean, you can still be on one that is in this direction.
Okay.
Right there. So, but it is sinking. So now it is my turn. So I get 3 actions. I really need to get you a cup.
Yes.
I can fly here.
I don't think I ever played in Undermountain.
You flew? That's
Because
okay.
I'm the pilot.
Oh,
so that's my
right.
special ability. So I can hand that to you, and that's 2.
Okay.
Then what I'll do is I'll shore up this one for 3.
Okay.
Does that seem like a good move to
Yeah,
everybody?
now I can head over there.
Okay.
But it could have been. It could have been. That we did play one a long, long time ago. I don't remember how far we got into it, but I remember we played it for several sessions, at least, where we were doing a mega dungeon. I don't think it was Undermountain, though. It might have been Dragon Mountain. Was Dragon Mountain a mega dungeon? I played in one, but only one. So
And you said I can have more than 5 cards. So
5 is the limit.
would I not draw on my next turn? Or-
You draw, but then you have to discard down.
Okay. You choose what you
So
discard.
then I draw 2 cards. I got another crystal. And I got a lion.
I got the lions over here.
Okay.
I guess we'll see.
And then we're over here on 2. Coral Palace. Oh, we know that one is in danger because we've already shored it up. So now the other cup is also in danger, so we better get the cup fast.
Wait, so that one's already in danger, even though we flipped it?
Yeah, but
Why?
it's because we're going to be reshuffling this and putting this on
it,
top.
yeah.
So once things start to sink, they keep sinking.
It goes
So
quicker.
we know that these are in danger. So that was 1 card, right? Okay. The next one is Lost Lagoon. So right here. So this one goes down.
Once the card's been flipped twice, it disappears.
Yes, if we drew any of these again, it would disappear.
All right then.
Well, you guys are right next. It is nice that you guys are right next to this one. So once I give this to you, you can just right away.
We're also going to need to maintain a path to Fool's Landing because if we can't get back to it, and we know this one is, so we've got a problem here. It's more difficult when Fool's Landing is on the corner because we've got to maintain a path to get these treasures and get back here.
Sorry guys, it was randomized.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, correct? Or should I, fix one of these?
Your special ability is you can shore up 2 for 1 action, right?
Yeah, I should probably do that. Well, I should probably do that then, even though, I'm 1 away from giving one to you, but you could probably take it from me before you go.
And then move back.
Yeah. Does that work?
As long as we don't have to.
Because I can't give it to you right now anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs red eyes.
So it gets discarded if we draw it again while it's flipped over.
While it's flipped over,
Okay. Okay. So right now, if we drew that one again, it would be okay.
Yeah, we go back to be exactly. Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to
Draw 2 here.
2 treasure cards. Water rise.
Oh, the waters rise. Okay, so when somebody draws a waters rise,
Red eyes look better than a red nose.
We got it right here.
Like
so
blue.
move the water level marker up. So now we're going to be drawing 3
You
blood
didn't start
cards.
us on novice.
So we're at, no, I started us on normal. So we move that up to the next tick. Then take all of the cards that are here from the flood discard pile, and then we will shuffle them. So we get them shuffled, and then we put them on top of this deck. That way, things that have started to flood continue to flood. See, and then you discard that card to the treasure discard pile. So we'll just put that over here.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, how about I put that? Yeah, my second.
Okay.
Okay.
That was the first one you drew?
Yes.
So you still get a second.
Okay, I got another one of these. You got, we got 4 of these total. I'll have to give these to you probably, or you give it to me, I guess, whichever one makes more sense. And now I have to draw.
Now you have to draw 3 because our level increased.
Oh, I thought that, well, there might be a re-release of it, but I thought that Ruins of Undermountain. Okay, yeah, there was an AD&D Forgotten Realms module, I think it was a box set that was the Ruins of Undermountain, but it wouldn't surprise me if it got re-released. It could have been that. I remember saying, all right, we're going to do a big mega dungeon. So we tried at least.
So now
Now it's gone.
it's gone. Yep.
So take it out.
Where I put it.
Let's take it over here.
Okay.
I do want to take just a moment to say that there is a part of the rules here that we are playing incorrectly. So if you're trying to play, please take note of this. I had skipped this part of the rules every time I played this game. So this would make the game much harder, I believe. And somebody pointed that out to me online that we were playing incorrectly. And it has to do with the draw flood cards step. So if the matching island tile is unflooded, flip it over to its flooded side. We got that. If the matching island tile is already flooded, it sinks into the abyss. Yes, we got that. So remove it from play and place them out of play. But what I hadn't noticed was that it says remove it and the matching flood card. And this is critical. So we had been replacing the flood card back in the deck. I thought that it was supposed to be like that because that would potentially give you a little bit of reprieve or a little bit of a breather, which is how we're using it in this game, because it's possible that you could draw a flood card of a tile that had already sunk, and then, boy, you just kind of escaped danger for that draw. But it turns out that's not the way it's supposed to be at all. You are supposed to remove that flood card from the game, place it out of play. That means that every time you draw, either something is going to become flooded or it's going to be removed from the game completely. That's going to change the feel of the game. So this is kind of a slower paced kind of version of the game we're playing. But please do take note of that. Both the tile and the flood card are supposed to be removed from play and placed out of the game. So now we know.
Bronze Gate is gone.
So that was one, what type of, oh, it doesn't have a treasure.
It didn't have a treasure on it, so that was good.
That's not too bad. Okay.
The UFO man says, I have the original HeroQuest and Advanced HeroQuest and the new Hasbro HeroQuest with both add-ons. High five to you for having the original HeroQuest. Found another person with me. So yeah, I've got the original HeroQuest. I actually have 2 boxes of the original HeroQuest. I have the original box that I unboxed on Christmas morning when HeroQuest was originally released. So I've got that box. And then I found on eBay a box that was almost complete, but not quite, because they were going. This is before the Hasbro re-release. But it was such a valuable game to me that I wanted to have a second set just in case some things happened to it. And I found this, but the fully complete HeroQuests were going just for nuts and banana things on eBay. And I found one that was nearly complete, said nearly complete. So when it says nearly complete, that means nobody wants it. So I bought a nearly complete box of HeroQuest, And by chance, the pieces to that box that it was missing happened to be pieces that I was sent as part of a lot of other RPG miscellaneous stuff that I had gotten on eBay years ago. And it was the exact pieces. And so I got a second box that I have as spare parts, so, a reserve copy of the original game. But that's why I didn't buy the original HeroQuest, or that's why I didn't buy the re-release of HeroQuest when it came out. I was like, oh, wait, we're re-releasing HeroQuest? I thought they were going to do like an advanced version or something like that, because I've got Advanced HeroQuest 2. That's sitting over there. I've never played Advanced HeroQuest. Might have to change that on one of the live streams, but Advanced HeroQuest is sitting over there. Got it much later. Every time I've tried to have a group play Advanced HeroQuest, they've pulled out of the game when we were trying to get it set up. Like, no, I tell you what, let's play something different. It's too ambitious a game, I suppose, for the casual times when I've been trying to get it out. But I'm looking forward to playing it. It might be a single player, too. I might be able to play it single player. But that's why I didn't buy the Hasbro re-release, because I've already got it, the original boxes. But the Frozen Horror and the Mage of the Mirror weren't released in my area. They might have been the United States, so I never got one when they were originally released. So that's why I was like, oh, well, as soon as the Frozen Horror came up for pre-order, I got it and the Mage of the Mirror. So I got to get this done before the Mage of the Mirror shows up. Miniatures are showing up faster than I can paint them.
Misty Marsh.
Gone. Oh, Misty Marsh gone.
Also didn't have a treasure room.
Yep.
How many? Three.
Coral Palace.
Coral Palace is gone.
So we have to get the cup from here, or we lose.
Oh, it's gonna be a quick game.
That'll be a real quick game. Yeah, let's make that happen next round. Okay, that's what we do.
Okay. It's my turn. So luckily the lion is right here. Yeah, there's two lions here.
We only have, he has one, so you do need another one.
The crystals are gonna be hard to get. We gotta go.
I'm thinking
I can fly over there. Maybe I should, if you can get.
Yeah, because you have that ability. That's a good idea.
The crystals, I can fly over.
Okay. I don't have any crystals, but I was thinking I could go 1, 2, 3, and I can sit on this, and then I can shore up at least one of these if this goes down.
Not a bad idea.
I'll just kind of guard them. Because all I've got is lions. If you can hand me a lion while you're coming.
1, 2, and you can take the lion from me, and then come back here. Because I can fly over here.
Wait, come back where?
Come back here.
Where were you standing? You were standing right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's a lion. So what if you went 1, 2, and then take a lion from me?
Okay. Yeah. And then go back.
That should have been 1, 2, and then taking my lion was 3.
Oh, 3.
So you'll just come back later.
Okay.
Next turn.
Okay. So I go ahead and pull 2.
Maybe you get a lion.
I got a helicopter and a lion.
Of course, if I'm going to pull out Advanced HeroQuest for some dinner and a board game solo episode, I'll have to confirm that it can be played solo. That means I got more miniatures to paint. I've never painted up the Advanced HeroQuest pieces, but I think they were probably going to be fast to paint up because they're before GW got crazy with over-the-top amounts of detail. So they're not quite as simplistic as the original HeroQuest models, but they're still should be pretty fast to paint up, I think.
Oh, all right.
And a helicopter lift.
And we need that card when we go off the island.
Yes, so I'll hold on to that. And then how many of these? 3?
3.
So, where's this going? Cliffs of Abandon. Sphere. Lost Lagoon. Okay.
So it flips again.
And Howling Garden.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
That's flipping.
That's good.
We need to shore that up.
Can you claim it while it's flipped?
You can claim it while it's flipped.
Capture a treasure.
Yes.
That's one of your.
Oh, that's one of your actions.
Yeah, but I gotta do that next time.
Actions.
So,
Okay.
someone
All right.
shore it up, please.
I have
So-
one idea.
I need to move to you to get that. But that needs to be shored up. And then I would need to.
Starman is having a common problem here in the board gaming industry. He says, I've just been 3D printing some new doors and rocks for my original HeroQuest board game. 3 a.m. though now in England, and I really should be sleeping. Well, that sounds cool. That sounds really cool to get that painted up. I did a jumbo 3D HeroQuest board that's here on my channel. It's in 3 different parts. If you want to see what I did a jumbo size board. I did all of the squares instead of being 1-inch square, they're 1.25 inch square. And then we built the whole thing out of foam, and I laser cut doors to put in there because I don't have a 3D printer yet. I'm holding off on that. It's going to happen one day. A lot of my friends have 3D printers, and I know that's going to be its whole new thing as soon as I get a 3D printer because there are things I want to 3D print, but I'm holding off at the moment because like over there in the corner or something like that, you know, I've got a small house and the amount of board gaming stuff that's building up in here is already substantial. I know that if I have a 3D printer that will just sit over there and constantly, you know, 24 hours a day be printing more gaming stuff, like small plastic gaming hobby stuff, I will fill up another whole house with plastic parts for gaming, but I'm going to have to get it. So if you see me on Instagram or Twitter or something like that, take a picture of it and tag me. I want to see what you're building.
That'd be 1, 2. It'd be 1, 2. Then 3 to move back.
I'd rather you be able to get it now, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's the last one we have of that.
He could shorten up the Highland Garden. Unless I draw a little Waters Rise.
Well, it's not gonna.
No, we have a little ways, right? Because we put that on top. The shuffled cards on top, right?
But could we, is it
If
possible
we
to draw
pull
this
another, yeah. If we.
Well,
pull
there's
another
only one of each one in that deck.
Oh.
But there is a second
there's-
one here.
So there's only one card for each of these?
Yes.
So then we'll be safe for a little while.
Yeah, we until we Waters Rise again and reshuffle it.
But it won't pull on my round because it shouldn't be up yet. We should still be going through the one.
Unless you pull Waters Rise.
Unless you pull.
So I guess that could happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it certainly could happen anytime.
Okay, so what do you guys
tricky.
think? Yeah. What do you guys think? Should I try to go ahead and claim the Tidal Palace?
Just go ahead and claim
Because it's
it.
the only one.
Because
on the
there's
board.
another one here.
Okay.
Yeah, if something goes terribly wrong.
So
We need to be sure we're using your ability to give a person a treasure on any space to the maximum of our abilities.
it does cost an action.
It costs an action, but right.
What is it? Remind me again what that ability is?
She can just give.
Give
She can give, but she can't take, unfortunately.
Right.
Nice.
But to anywhere on the board if she needs to.
So I'll move here. And in order to get that from her, can I just
You're
discard?
gonna have to discard one. Yeah.
So I'll discard fire because nobody has fire yet.
Okay. So fire discarded. Okay, so this will be your discard.
This is
Right there. And then you take cup.
Can she give it to me since it's my turn? Or do I have to wait for her turn?
Oh, give a treasure card.
Shoot.
Oh.
Didn't think about that.
You may
Yeah.
give one or more treasure cards on the. We swapped over zombie side rules.
Yeah.
But you're right. In here, it is giving a player. The rule is you may give one or more of your treasure cards to another player if both of your pawns in the same turn. It costs one action for each card you give away.
That's not
You
right.
may not give special
Stupid.
action cards. So it's giving, it's not receiving.
Okay, so you should
Okay.
stay there and discard this.
So yeah. So you have that.
And then just shore this.
Shore that up.
I don't want to.
It's weird that we've got that now. The UFO man says it's weird that we have a male barbarian and a woman barbarian. I just painted up the female barbarian from this set. The same with the dwarf, wizard, and elf. Well, before we had those, we had to come up with proxy figures. We used a bunch of Raoult Partha figures back in the day because my whole extended family would come over to play HeroQuest. We would all play, most of the time, my mother played Zargon, and aunts and uncles would all come over, and we would play HeroQuest, which means we needed some additional heroes. So we had an Amazon that we played. So we found an Amazon from Raoult Partha. And then also we had a female wizard that was often used. And then before I had this, that was a long time ago. So primarily we needed an Amazon and we needed a female wizard. But then when we played this game, Rachel, who was playing this on Dinner and a Board Game, the Dinner and a Board Game episode where we played HeroQuest, she played a barbarian. And so I used, what's the company? There's a company, I need to do a video on this alternate HeroQuest miniatures. Because there's a company in, I believe it's down in South America, that makes alternate HeroQuest miniatures. And they had a really neat female barbarian. And so we painted that up for her. Starman says, I've watched your fantastic videos about making the jumbo-sized HeroQuest board, and I've just bought all of the materials to try myself. Oh, fantastic. You know, it might have been you who said that. I saw somebody saying that they were just bought all the materials. Just don't know where to get the blueprints for the doors. Well, I sent you, I messaged you because I've got them publicly available. There was somebody who said something like that in a comment that I'm looking for where to get the doors. And I've got a separate video that's just on the doors because people were asking me about that. So there's another video. Let me see if I can put it in the chat. Did you find this here? Let's see. YouTube. See if I can give you the direct link. Because after I posted those, Lord, let's go to YouTube. Heath, Geekverse, HeroQuest doors. Because after I posted those 3 videos about building that board, a lot of people asked me about where I got the doors, and I made up those. So right here, digital files for cutting HeroQuest doors. Check out this video right here. I'm posting this in the chat. HeroQuest doors. And then if you scroll down into the comments, there's a pinned comment link that has all of the files in Adobe Illustrator format for laser cutting. So see if that helps out.
Okay, so short it up.
Okay. So that's action 1?
Action 1, and then I'll move into it.
Move into it so then I can give it to you on my
Yeah, and then shore this up. That's 3, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's great.
Or you could do that.
Or I could give a card.
I got to reorganize my paints.
Yeah.
Me.
They were all
As long as
organized
we have
in
a
the
path to
workshop.
choose
But since
land.
I've come up here to work,
Yeah.
it's chaos.
Yeah, might as well.
So that one stayed down? Okay, and now I have 3 of these.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it's only giving.
So draw. I got helicopter lift and sandbags.
Tell us what sandbags are.
Shore up any one tile on the island. Play at any time. Does not count as an action. So I can. Should I say
That
it?
seems valuable, but those are both valuable. I
I've
already
got
have
a
one
helicopter.
Yeah.
And the helicopter lift is moving
Well,
one or more.
why don't you just play the sandbags?
Yeah, because I could play it at any time.
Yeah.
Is there one?
You want
that
to
we
do the
want
Cave of Embers over there? Because it's.
Because now,
Yeah.
because the other red is way
Way
over
out.
here, so we
Yeah,
may
let's
not
do that.
want to
Yeah. Do it.
let that one go. Okay, so that
I
one
wonder how much time I've got left.
goes here.
Okay, so
Are you
draw.
back to 5?
She's
1,
still
2, 3,
she's
4,
4.
5. So yeah,
Oh, are those-
because that counts. You can only have a hand. So
Oh,
1,
that
2, 3,
counts
4, 5.
five. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you got
okay.
a
Was I
hand
supposed to
of
draw 2? Or was I supposed to just draw 1? I have 4 living.
You drew 2.
Oh, yeah, you just far down. Okay, okay. That's
So
great.
you're good. I think you are good.
Okay, and I gotta draw
And-
3.
Yep, you got to draw 3.
I got Tidal Palace.
I'm glad we shorted up.
Observatory. Oh, that's gone. Oh no.
And one more, right?
Yes. And Phantom Rock, which is right there.
Okay. I can take care of this problem, hopefully. Unless they both get
Okay, now the problem is I got 3 of these crystals, but I don't have 4.
Yeah, and I
You need to give me that. You're red,
yes.
and I'm blue. Okay.
Interesting.
Can
Okay.
you get
Well,
in?
first of all, I'm
And
gonna
they
shore
should
up
give you
this
both.
as number 1.
Yeah,
We do not want that
That's
to go away.
very
1. If I come down here, you'll be able to give it to me, right?
yes.
2. Do you want me to shore up Lost Lagoon?
Sure.
Or do we want
'Cause I
Phantom
can-
Rock so that if
I don't know,
we
'cause I
can
can-
get here?
'cause if-
Well,
as long
I'm
as
gonna
none of these-
fly over there.
Oh, okay.
So I think over here is more important.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so there. Now on your turn,
On my turn, I will.
Well, he's gotta draw.
have we claimed any treasure?
No.
Not yet, but we're getting close to
Okay.
being able to.
Oh yeah. So now, okay, well, I get 2 of these. Waters Rise. Let me draw my other card just so I don't forget. Yep. Crap.
What was the other card?
It's gonna be a Waters Rise. So we gotta do Waters Rise first.
Can you draw 2 in
So
a row?
okay, yeah. So you moved up by 1. Move up by 1.
It's still a 3.
Yeah.
I see 2. It's 3.
Yes. Okay, so this gets shuffled up, and we're still on the first card.
Well, we only have one that's here, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so that gets shuffled up as a result of Waters Rise. As a result of Waters Rise, you don't draw anything immediately, right?
We do know that the next person who draws that is going to.
Oh, Waters Rise. So shuffle, take them, put them on top, and then discard Waters Rise. So that I didn't have to draw that yet, but then I draw again. That's another Waters Rise. So that moves up another level, and then I would reshuffle here, but we got 0. So now we're here. Now I draw. Still on 3.
Starman says, thank you so much for that link. No problem. I'm glad it's helpful. I'm glad that people have been interested enough in it to want it, so I'm happy to provide it. Thank you so much for that link. I've got to figure out a way to keep the board safe and undamaged when not being used. Yeah, I had the same problem. I found a place to slide it between a wall and actually the dryer in the utility area because it's the same problem, especially since I built it jumbo-sized. It's not a small object, and I don't want to get damaged. It took so much work. But yeah, finding a place to keep that is definitely an issue. The UFO man says, I'm collecting the Warhammer Imperium magazines, and I'm up to number 70. Been painting Ultramarines, Necrons, Sisters of Battle. You know, I never got into 40K. I played a lot of Warhammer Fantasy Battles, but I never got into 40K. But there are some things I would like to paint for that. Now, of course, that's just more stuff to add to the list to paint. But I would like to paint up Necrons. I would like to paint up some Necrons. And there are a lot of what used to be called the Imperial Guard, but what are they now? The Astra Militaria or something like that. There are several different units of Astra Militaria that I would also really like to paint up. But that just seems to be a more fun thing, as I don't know that I would actually get into playing Warhammer 40K. We'll have to see. There's a lot of other things to paint and play, but they've got some really neat stuff as far as the look goes that I always want to play up. I always wanted to paint up some Praetorians. I remember seeing Praetorians in the White Dwarf magazine years and years and years ago and going, oh my God, those are so cool. Even though I didn't play 40K, I wanted those to probably try to paint them up. Starman asks, is there a reason why you cut individual bricks rather than 3 high brick continuous walls? Just because we wanted to do it that way. We wanted to build it brick by brick. They look good. It looks so good. That, you know, it provides you know, if you're trying to, you could definitely cut out 3 high brick walls and then put like a brick pattern on those. You could definitely do that. That would be easier and faster. We built it brick by brick just because that's the way we wanted to do it. And we think it looks really cool. I think building brick by brick is a lot of fun and it looks great. Now, the downside to that is it takes a lot of time. And maybe once I get a 3D printer and if I start being able to 3D model some stuff, I won't ever do it again. But that project was definitely a labor of love. We all wanted to do that project because you notice that Carol was in on it, Megan was in on it, Kenna came down and was in on it just because that game is such a family tradition for us. So we wanted to pull out all the stops on that particular board. It was more than just making something cool. It was making something that we should have made a long time ago because we love that game so much. Howling Gardens.
That's where you guys are. And where all 3 of us are.
Oh, yikes.
Like, oh, it's
I hope you wore waterproof boots. Because here we go. Next one, Cliffs of Abandon. It's already sunk.
Gone, yeah.
The next one, Misty Marsh.
Already sunk.
Already sunk.
Well, that's nice. It's already sunk. We can still
Draw that. So can you flip both of those on your things as you're standing on one, or does it have to be either side?
No, you can flip the one you're standing on.
Okay.
You can.
Sure. Okay. Let me just do that as a. Okay. I can do that as one action, and then I can give one thing to you and one thing to you as the next.
You
turn.
could do
So,
that. Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that. All right. So I'm going to flip these. I like being an engineer. And then I'm going to give you that.
I have to discard mine. Ever.
Okay.
And you that.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Excellent. And now I've got.
We need fire.
We need the fire ones.
And what is this? Sandbags. Shore up any one tile. Well, none of them need to be. So that I can place it anytime. It's not counts an action.
But at any time is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just hold on to it.
You can do that at any time. So
Okay.
we're getting. You can take care.
And it doesn't have to be on my turn. Correct?
Right, any time. So 3 Waters Rise or 3 Flood cards.
I was wrong.
Oh, we'll just skip that.
Tidal Palace. Oh my goodness.
Oh, stop!
Wow. I don't want
Phantom
us
Rock.
to have this cup.
I just shored that. Observatory.
It's gone.
It's gone. How about should I shore this up right now? Because we want to keep this.
You could play it to shore that up immediately. I don't think it's a bad move.
Might as well.
Might as well.
We've got to get it because the other cup is already sunk, right?
Yeah.
Do
There's only
not
one.
Sink.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's my turn. And I'm going to move back here. I'm going to get these in
All right.
for nice lion.
First
Last
treasure.
round, first treasure.
And then, okay, I still have, I can shore up this at
Okay.
least. And that's my
Alright.
3. Okay, so 2.
2 here.
We're all huddled together.
First one, if it matters.
Fire.
Okay.
Second one.
Another helicopter.
Okay, well, we can use the helicopter.
Yeah.
We got one helicopter to use to our advantage.
Okay.
I also have one too.
Yes, we've
good.
got to have one to play to get off here.
Right.
Okay, so then
You're drawing 3 cards.
3. Bronze Gate.
It's gone.
That one's gone.
Lost Lagoon keeps trying to disappear on us.
Stop it.
And Coral Palace. That's already gone.
That's fine. Okay. Okay.
Things are starting to get intense in the Forbidden Island game.
My turn. So I will. Claiming that counts as an action, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. And my action, I will.
Excellent.
It's a cup. Thank you.
Okay, well, we're halfway there.
Halfway
Sort
there.
of. Halfway through the treasure, and then we need to fly out.
I got fire and a lion.
Well, the lion will be a discard card later.
Right,
yeah.
We've already.
So
done that.
I'm gonna fire. We've got 3 fires between the 3 of
That
us.
is scattered, yeah.
So-
And I can give somebody one. Do I have that?
You've got 1 action left? Oh, no.
No, it'd be my
But yeah,
next
so you should send people the fire.
Yeah, but I am close to it right here. So whatever works
true.
then.
The Death Core of Krieg is another one. That was the name of it. Another one of the Warhammer 40K armies I'd like to paint up. That would just be for the sake of painting, so it's low on the list. And I think they're really expensive miniatures. But that would be one of them. I always like the look of those guys.
If we give it to her,
Maybe we should do that. Yeah. Well, it doesn't. I mean, we're gonna go closer anyway. But
Yeah. Yeah, because we'll be moving this way. If he's gonna fly into the.
I'm going to fly over and take care of that one.
Okay. So I need the 3 water cards.
I think the call on these ice goblins is that I'm going to have to. I need to fix up a little piece of black on that one, so he's not quite done. But I think on the base there. But I was trying to decide if I was going to try to go back and fix my ice goblins, but I think I'm not. I just screwed up on the paint scheme, and these were the first times I had tried to use the speed paints, and so they look okay. They're perfectly acceptable tabletop quality, but I could do better. But I'm not going to try to go back and fix them, I don't think. They are just going to be what they are. And then we'll improve for the next box that I try to do in this way. So those are over there. UFO says, have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons or Space Crusade? Oh, well, yeah, I played Dungeons and Dragons. I played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, yeah. Several editions. AD&D, 3rd edition, 3.5. Didn't play 4th. Skipped that. I wasn't gaming at the time. And then 5th edition. Space Crusade, no. I don't know anything about Space Crusade.
Embers. Oh,
great.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Shore that one up.
Oh, we turned it for you. Sorry.
Gold Gate. Oh goodness.
No, we do not want. That's not a good situation.
Silver Gate.
All right. Need white.
Okay.
A lot of gates.
Okay, so that's it.
That's it.
My turn. I'm blue, so I'm going to fly here. That's 1 action. 2 action. Turn those in, and I'll take the purple crystal, please. I can't fly out that round, so there isn't a whole lot for me to do over there.
Oh.
You want to start moving? Can you move this way?
Yeah, there isn't a way to. There isn't really a big reason to save
If
that
you're gonna fly, yeah.
because I'm going to fly out again.
What is left? We just have.
We just have to get the fire.
Yeah, but can you shore that one up?
Not on this turn. I
Okay.
can move there, but it's kind of useless.
I almost
But
feel
like if
should
we
have
need
saved
to,
that.
because if that one sinks, that's the other one. Now I can swim to it, but just saying that's our last one.
That's true. Wait, so
I would just
you
maybe
want
might
to
want
move
to
in
just
that
sit there
direction?
just in case.
Just in case. Even though you can
And then you
fly.
can fly.
Yeah.
I'll move in that direction.
Okay.
Stray says, got to look up Space Crusade. Never heard of it. See if it's something we should check out in the morning grind. Might be another one to add to the list. The games are stacking up on the list faster than we can knock them down in the mornings. But that's all right. Just lots of material to go through.
So then 2 treasure cards. Cup, useless. Fire.
Whoa, we
got
each
the
have
fire.
one
So this gets reshuffled.
This one's stressful. I love it, but it goes really quickly.
Maybe I should say.
Once stuff starts happening,
It-
stuff,
yeah, it
that-
just-
it accelerates.
Maybe I should say in this area since I'm closest to Bull's Landing. Perhaps.
Do all 4 of us need to get
All
there?
4 of us will get to
Okay.
get there.
Oh, just kidding. We all 4 have to get there.
Oh, you were just gonna fly off?
Leave us. Leave us.
Okay, so did you draw? Whose turn?
That's your turn, so now you need to do.
Okay, so I drew there.
Yeah,
Okay, so
you
now
drew
over here.
two.
So 3. Iron Gate. That's 1.
Who cares about that? Let's see.
Crimson Forest.
That's where you are.
Oh.
Well, maybe that one's important.
And then Watchtower.
So we've gotten past those ones that we were.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, the rest of the island's starting to go now.
Snakes.
Aesthetics.
Yes. There we go.
Your turn.
Takes a sip.
The fire thing is weird because each of us has one.
Yeah. We're,
Like, get to her and hand it off, and then you're
Yeah,
right
I
near Fool's Landing.
well, I actually think that on your turn, can you give it to her? And then you can get, no matter where she is, you can give it to her.
That's true.
Okay.
And then on my turn, I can fly to you and hand you this.
Okay.
Okay,
So maybe it's her.
And
Megan,
make sure
and
you
it's,
shore up the cave embers. Okay.
Yes. Whose turn is it? Megan?
Alter.
It's Brianna.
I can
Oh,
give this to her. So I give this to her. 1,
Or-
2, 3, or I go and just shove it up right away.
Hand it to her. 1, 2.
Oh yeah, that would be 3. So I can either shore that up on my.
I can
turn.
make it to the cave of embers.
I'm gonna be drawing again, so I want to make sure that doesn't. You know,
What?
that doesn't.
It doesn't say.
Well, there's still another one over here.
But that
far
one's
away.
really hard to get to.
I don't.
I
Like how
can
far away it is.
swim though.
Would much rather.
I mean,
just
we'd
do that
prefer,
one. So, yeah, I
It
would-
seems.
I
It seems
think in
ideal
order
since
to-
we're all.
I don't know Space Hulk either, so I don't know any one of those. I haven't done a whole lot of sci-fi gaming. I've done some in the tabletop realm, but if it's sci-fi like, I might have missed it. Yeah, Trey's right here. Where's Trey? Trey, what's a Space Crusade? He would know if anybody knows, and it's an RPG. He definitely would.
Together anyway, it seems ideal that I just go there and shore it, and I can, I can shore 2 anyway. That would be helpful, but let me remember myself.
And then hand
shore up 2 toes. Okay, so it can be any 2.
But you can't give the card to anybody if you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll be close by and I can do it in the next turn. What do you guys think?
I think we should get to it as soon as possible.
Well, I do think we should shore
Whatever gets us the fire as quickly as possible.
Well, I think it has to
I
be
mean,
short.
Yeah, it's got to get short
So,
up.
yeah,
Okay, so
you
let me
get-
do that. 1, 2,
Short.
and I can do 2. So what will
Okay.
be the next thing I should
Well,
shore?
it can only be that one because you can't move that. So
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, that's good because it's
Would
another
that
way to
be
get there.
4?
No,
That
'cause
counts as
I have the
one.
power of the way I can do 2. As the
Got it.
engineer.
Got it. Okay.
Okay,
So then
that's
it's my turn.
Oh wait, no, wait,
Yeah,
I have
you
to.
can draw.
I gotta draw first. Okay, that is useless.
No waters rise.
Yes.
But you still draw 3.
For now.
Okay, here we go.
not trust you?
Whispering Garden.
Uh-oh.
Ah! No.
That's not a good situation.
I don't like that.
Cave of Shadows. So
That's the other one.
Okay.
All right, now I can get to
Okay,
white.
we gotta.
It should be the final color on several of them.
Are you close? Just
I'm gonna hand it off to.
No.
Yeah.
You just.
Oh, Space
got
Crusade
two.
is
We got
Warhammer.
2 helicopter cards we can use.
Space Crusade is a Warhammer 40K, really? Okay. Okay, Space Hulk is a tough game. Good game, though. I don't know it.
Yeah.
To our advantage, though.
Yeah.
So,
Could you go and shore that? Just
Yeah. Yeah, so send me one. Can you put me over there? And then I'm going to shore up Fruit's Landing. That's all.
That's
I
pretty
can
essential.
do. Yeah.
Great, now that's in the mix, so that's gonna
Great.
continue to be a problem.
Yeah.
Should we
So, draw 2.
that's the first one. If it matters. Uh-oh. It does.
It does matter.
What's the next one?
And then
Okay, we have to do waters rise. So that goes up. Now we're going to draw 4 cards.
Great.
That's discarded.
Yes.
This gets shuffled. Glad you short up Fool's Landing. Because now could be the time.
Would have been bad if we were far away from it. I'm okay here.
All right.
that didn't happen.
So now it's 4 cards. Are we on 4?
4. We're on 4.
We're on
I
4
draw
now.
4.
You got to draw 4.
Lost Lagoon.
This one is just determined to leave.
Tidal Palace that we're sitting on right now.
Right.
I feel some liquid, like some water in my shoes.
Watchtower
is gone now.
Oh.
And Silvergate. That's also gone. Glad you can fly.
Okay. So how does that change what we're doing for you? Does it change it at all? Do you need to use your special power to get people stuff? Do you need to shore up Tidal Palace? Or we have
we don't
already
need
got
ground,
we
so-
only to get the red, right?
Yes.
Well, okay, I think because we gotta have a path, so I'd save that one.
Shore that one up. And then hand off.
Hand off. Who should she hand off to? Doesn't matter. Who's your turn?
Probably to
Hello, Sam. Paint them pink. Do we need some pink Yetis here, like Hello Kitty? Okay, well, that would definitely be a different kind of look for these Yetis. Retro Girl, I'm learning a lot tonight. Oh, well, I'm glad. The UFO man says, I have Dark World board game as well. I don't have that one. I'm not familiar with that one. You're coming from a different angle on gaming than I've had. I don't know that one. No matter how many games we get out, there are still more there's still more out there to learn and to play.
me because then you can hand it to me and then I can go.
I think
Right?
I still think you're the one.
Okay. So everybody just as we go. So I've got two.
If that's all you can do, get to
Fool's Landing. Yeah.
because we've all got to be there.
Okay.
Get out of here!
Run!
Chop.
So I draw two. So a lion and a cup.
And now four blood cards.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Coral Palace, which is gone. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm making my own discard pile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Santa on Rock? It's
Right
right
there.
Who cares? Whispering Garden is gone. This island's even smaller.
Sinking quick.
Iron Gate.
Oh,
Iron
God.
Gate is gone.
So I know this getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. World is closing in. All right.
It's your turn.
So I'm flying out of there.
Fly to me.
So I'm trying to get to you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fly.
So there.
You're black.
Yeah.
Here. Here you are. That's two.
And you run for it.
I'm headed over to the chopper.
Good. Good.
Now
Okay,
maybe
I'm
I'll
gonna
use
give
one.
you this.
Now he's got to draw.
Oh, I do.
Dang, I always forget.
Cup.
No.
Oh, I do have sandbags.
What do sandbags do again?
They allow me to shore up anything.
I would hold on to it in case.
I'm going to hold it. Now, if we already
Just
draw
in
it, it
case
doesn't matter.
something
But
terrible
I can't play it retroactively.
Right.
But this is an important card to have.
Yeah.
Should you?
Yeah, UFO man, you're welcome to join the Discord server. Let me post Discord server link if you're on Discord. Post it again so it's easy to find. Because you're saying Dark World is the same as HeroQuest? Oh, wait a minute. I'm wondering if I have seen this game. Let me look at its components. That's not the one that I was thinking of. There was when I was at Origins. That wasn't Origins. It was the trade show. There was somebody who was coming up with trying to basically do HeroQuest but modernized. And I don't remember the name of that game. I probably took a picture of it because it did look like it was cool, but it was not Dark World. But I'm seeing that. Yeah, Dark World looks like it is HeroQuest-ish. Sandbags. Yep, sandbags. in the Forbidden Island game. And then the UFO man says there's a manticore in the game. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that in some of these pictures right here, and especially on the box. He's fighting a manticore. That's cool.
Sure. Maybe we should save it. Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna go in this one.
We need those.
Yeah.
But now I got to
The
draw.
other red one is. sinking is problematic.
But we have time to fix it. The Cape of Embers.
Well, if I draw 1, then I can
Then you
draw.
can
I can
shore
say
it
that.
up.
Mhm.
Okay, so Cave of Shadows. That's
Oh,
1.
there it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
There. As you said.
I'm nervous.
2, Misty Marsh.
That's already gone.
3, Howling Garden.
Already.
No.
No, it's not. That was Whispering Garden.
4, Fool's Landing.
Stop!
Okay, do you want me to play the sandbag to stop Fool's Landing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to
Go
immediately play the sandbag, so Fool's Landing flips back.
We cannot have Fool's Landing. No. We will not have that sink.
All right.
Okay.
Your turn.
You need to give her the card.
Yes, I need to give you a card. That's my first action.
Wait, which one are you?
I am
She's red.
Oh, I think you moved the
Oh,
black
I did.
one.
I did.
Okay.
Blue is over here. Yes.
Why did I move?
I did.
And then, is it worth it for me to shore anything? Does it matter?
We can move here and shore this up. I don't know, just
Yeah.
so we can have a way just in case.
Just in case something happens, I guess. Sure.
She can swim, so
Yeah,
we're
can
sending the
swim.
diver out.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, just
Well,
in case.
anyway, there are my actions. I think.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, so don't really need that. And you've got enough. Don't need that either. Okay. 4 of these, correct?
Yep.
What?
No.
Okay.
It's okay, guys. It's
It's
okay.
okay. They can't draw it twice.
Cliffs of Abandon.
I think those have already sunk. Click. Yep, they've
Yes.
already sunk.
Observatory.
That's already sunk.
One more. Bronze Gate.
The Bronze Gate. That was the first thing that sunk.
Okay.
All right.
My turn.
Yeah, how we were so concerned about the moons and they've never flipped over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, so I'm gonna move to Cape of Embers.
Yes.
I'm turning these in. Getting this.
Go! Run!
You want to go back or you
I'm gonna use one of my helicopters and
To
go
helicopter
straight
to
to
here?
the Fool's Landing. Yep.
And then you've got another helicopter, right? And you have
Yes.
another action?
And then use
Or
that
you
for
can
all
use
of
it
them.
at any
That's
time.
three.
That's 3 actions.
Oh, can I use this?
Oh, you have 1,
It
right?
does not count as an action.
Yeah, you
though.
can use it at any time.
Okay, then use the
So
other
I can
one.
use the
Get it
2
out.
and we're free.
Oh, it does not count
Do
as an action. Well, that's it. So that we.
We
Good job, everybody.
Nice job.
We won.
Yeah.
What do you think?
See, he
Great.
looks too yellow.
We won.
I like it. It's fun.
I like this one a
And
lot.
I enjoy it. And there's several
It's
very
high stakes.
It
Yeah,
does,
it's such a
because-
compact game. It is
Yeah.
life or
dirty.
death.
Yeah.
Very fast.
And it's nice that when it starts rolling, it starts happening. You're like, oh, it's nice again. And boom, 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 boom. Everything starts happening.
Also,
Oh well, no problem. It's a server like Slack just for communicating and messaging and things like that. No problem. It is fun. Crazy clown figures. Well, maybe. Or a Yeti.
yeah, treasure out of it, so that's great.
Yeah.
We did.
I like treasure.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming.
Yeah,
Good
Thank you.
chill time.
It was a very chill
Kind
time.
of.
And thank you all for watching. We really appreciate your being with us. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel because we've got more episodes coming. We'll be down in the workshop making all kinds of cool stuff, talking about all kinds of things, tabletop games, board games, role-playing games, all of that kind of stuff. So thank you so much, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, now I just need this blue to dry for a little bit longer. So that's over there. I guess I can go ahead and base these guys. I'm calling. All right, let me. Oh, did we just get done? Oh, we did. Okay, so we just closed out the game. So did I make it? I didn't quite make it.
I'm calling, I was about to say, so I guess this is my report now. I'm calling these guys done. Oh, these guys right here. They're like, this is not my best paint job on any of these guys for two reasons. First, the learning of the speed paints, and then in other cases, I made some bizarre color choices, especially in retrospect. But these guys are done. I just have to paint their bases black. I kind of brought them back from their mustard color. I'm interested to know how these guys will look. I'm just going to dry brush them white. Oh, we got ink pooling in the nether regions. Not ink, but well, I guess actually that is ink. That's a strong tone. So I'm interested to know how these guys look, where basically they just get dry brushed in white and then put on some color on their faces and on their hands. So I hope that will go well. And I'm also calling these guys done. These are my sort of grim, dark looking polar bears. I put some white back on their fur to try to brighten them back up, because I didn't actually intend for all these guys to look so dark and grim and things like that. That's just how they ended up based on my color choices. So these guys are done except for the base, done except for the base. I'm also calling this guy done except for the base. I could work with all these guys a lot more, but I think the thing to do is just to learn the lessons, enjoy these guys as they are, and then move on to the next thing. So that guy's done except for the base. And then that guy is done except for I need to fix that part of his base right there. So these two require more painting, but I'm hopefully not a whole lot more. So I almost got done. I almost hit my goal. You should still be able to hear me. So I almost hit my goal, but not quite. I don't think this is worth trying to do another crafter's corner on these guys. I think I might even just sit here, put on a movie for a few minutes. What time is it? Just a few minutes, and try to paint the bases here and then see what I can do with these guys and then call them done. And I might try photographing them tomorrow or something like that and post them. And then I'd like to do a full video on them, like a review of the speed paints. Review of speed paints part 1. I'm going to do another box in speed paints. For sure, I'll probably do the elf box set when the elf box set comes in. But I'm definitely going to try that slap chop method. You know, I was trying. These guys are zenithal primed. These are the cultist miniatures, the prototypes, the cultist miniatures. And so that's how these guys started out. I had the idea that let me take gray, a light gray, and then a white for zenithal priming, and then use the speed paints on top of that. But the slap chop method by the Honest Wargamer, I think that's going to be superior. So I'm looking forward to trying those out. And for some reason, I think those Darkest Dungeon miniatures would be perfect for that technique. Retro Nerd Girl says, looks good to me. Thank you. And Sam says, I want to see the UFO man. That'd be so cool. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Sam says Heath seems too sweet. Thank you. Stray says, cool dude. Thank you very much. I will definitely do that. So we'll return. So ordinarily I don't think we'll paint on Friday nights, but we'll paint again as long as there are second dinner and a board games to go through for season 1, because I like being live. So we got the premiere, but I also like being live. But Sunday is generally going to be the painting day. So we'll paint again this Sunday. That's New Year's. I didn't stream on Christmas, so I'm definitely going to stream on New Year's. I guess it depends on how late I'm out New Year's night tomorrow, depending on whether or not we do the morning grind. But I definitely want to come back and paint. But this will be done. I don't want to paint these guys on Sunday. I want to move on to a new box, which means we do need to prime new miniatures. So if I can, I'll send out a reminder on Discord and Instagram when I'm painting up. I got to paint. So those are ready. The cultist miniatures need to get painted. But then what is next on the paint list? It might be Darkest Dungeon. But you know what? There's also something else I got to do as far as our crafting corner goes, and that's fix my bases for my action figures. That was on the list, and I really need to do that. Oh, so actually, the next thing I got to do is fix the Rabivania action figure prototypes, because I've got to photograph them for the manufacturer for paint jobs. And when I do that, I need to put them on bases, the prototypes, because the reason I got to fix them is because they're made of that very, very thin resin or very, very fragile resin. And I've had them fall off my desk and one of them shattered. So I've got to glue it back together. And then I got to get them on bases because they scare me because they're so fragile. All right. Well, I'm going to go, but I will see you in the morning. I'm not sure what we're doing for the morning grind. Might do an unboxing. If I can finish these and then get the paints put up, I might try to unbox something. Otherwise, we'll look at something digitally as a PDF. I hope you enjoyed it. You and the corn kid from TikTok? I don't know that person. I don't know the corn kid from TikTok, but thank you, Sam. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. See you in the morning, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year.